Ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome you on behalf of Roofings. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And very shortly, we will be kicking off the Roofings Tmx 500C launch. We are awaiting just a couple of people to join us, and then we should be able to start. But we wanted to thank you for coming, for braving the heavy traffic and the rain, and being part of this wonderful launch of a great product for our industry and the industry players in the room, our dealers, the corporate, and of course our partners and other stakeholders. We want to thank you so much for joining us. So we will be starting soon, and please, we apologize again for the delay, but we will be starting very shortly. Thank you very much.
My name is Jason Chikongwa. I'm the Assistant Production Manager for screening pipes are under PVC pipes, but they are mainly used for borehole casings. If you've gone to the villages where we have the boreholes, these are the pipes which are put underneath the borehole to transport the water from underground to the level surface. So basically they consist of it's PVC with both male and female threads. Then the screening, that is for the casing pipe. The screening pipe, it has the male threads and the female threads as well as the slots to allow the water to be filtered through from the ground to the level surface. Whenever they are constructing a borehole, they use this PVC casing and screening pipes. Our main advantage over other pipes for the casings and screening pipes is that we make our pipes from 100% virgin resin. We don't mix in any scrap. So that's a key ingredient in that our pipe will be long lasting compared to the others in the market. And also the type of threads we use what we call trapezoidal threads as opposed to the square threads. So trapezoidal threads are the strongest threads you can use in a borehole casing pipe. Quality is assured because we use the DIN 4925 standard, which is the best standard for these casing pipes. And actually in our facility, as you'll see in our plant, we do the testing, we do the tensile test on these borehole casing pipes. So we are sure that by the time our pipes leave the factory, their quality is guaranteed. It can last up to 25 years. Actually, for the borehole casings and screening pipes, we have standard lengths. We don't have the luxury of making them in special orders because of the limitations of the machine. Now, our pipes, we make them in diameters of 4-inch, 5-inch, and 6-inch maximum, and in the lengths of 2.8 meters and 3 meters. And our predominant color is blue, but for now, we are even introducing a black color for our casing pipes. Our Roofings pipes are well branded with our Roofings brand. We are using the inkjet kind of printing. The manufacturer name is there, the date of production, the pipe, the thickness, the date of manufacture, and the standards we are using. So it is well labeled, it can easily be identified in the market. Thank you, our dear viewers. We would like to thank you very much from Roofings, supporting both our steel and plastic section. We are grateful for this support for the last 10 years and so. And to the viewers outside there, we would like to ensure that you keep safe, wear your masks, and avoid crowded places. Thank you very much.
Swans, baby. Winnie Margie. Think. Jagala tukatiwe ngayenza koitatia walivuga kakali nange ndibakukalia Jagala tukatiwe ngayenza koitatia Jagala tukatiwe ngayenza koitatia walivuga kakali nange ndibakukalia Jagala tukatiwe ngayenza koitatia kukwe eddukanisinde wampita njagala tukaddiwe nga yenza koyita ddiya walivuga kagaali nange ndiba kukalya njagala tukaddiwe nga yenza koyita ddiya
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I want to call you to our attention. We would like to start. I want to recognize the arrival of our chairman and founder. So, ladies and gentlemen, that will officially mark the beginning of this launch and unveiling of our TMX 500C rebar. So, as the chairman moves around to shake your hands, I will prepare you to begin settling in. Members of the press who are here, and our partners and stakeholders. We should be starting very shortly. And as soon as the chair and founder have settled in, please do get as comfortable as possible for us to begin this unveiling ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, as you're settling in, we will be serving some hot and cold drinks, and feel free to join us in enjoying our meal, and our great team will be moving around as they serve you. We also have the areas of convenience. Please do let us know. The ushers are available. They will lead you to the areas of convenience when you need them. And we also are observing the COVID-19 standard operating procedures, and ours is to request that we leave the seats as arranged, because we've intentionally done that for social distancing purposes. But also, while you're here with us, please try and keep your mask on. We'll ensure that we try and sanitize as much as we can, especially for those who will be using the same podium we are using here. But also, every time you can, and wherever you are, if you can sanitize where you are, we want to thank you for that. Chairman and founder, Roofings Group, the CEO, the senior management team, our corporate dealers, we want to thank you all for joining us. And amongst you are our key stakeholders. I did see the Deputy Executive Director, the National Bureau of Standards here. I saw my friend from the Uganda Manufacturers Association here. And I see you, our partners and friends in this industry. We want to welcome you. And on behalf of Roofings Group, I want to welcome you to this launch of the TMX 500C rebar here at the Namamvi facility. It's just the other day, Chairman, and I was talking to Nashila, it seemed like just the other day we were celebrating 25 years. And now, less than 2 years after that, we are unveiling another high quality and innovative product, the TMX 500C. And we couldn't have done this without a better theme and slogan, and true strength comes from within. And that's the campaign that this launch will be rallying around. But specifically, this product that we are unveiling will be looking at the inner strength of every structure, because that's what Roofings is about, and that's the quality Roofings has been producing over the years. Ladies and gentlemen and invited guests, this product that is officially being launched today comes along with a cut and bend service, and you will be hearing that through the entire morning and as we talk about the launch. That is available to you, the dealers, that is available to you, the contractors, and is available to you that will need the TMX 500C. And that is unique in itself because you can always reach out to Roofings with your specifications for them to be able to cut and bend your product, this TMX 500, to your needs, specific needs as a client. And that's a service that will be coming along with the TMX 500 only here at Roofings Group. So without delving into more of the presentations that will be done here and without watering down those presentations, allow me invite our Group Sales and Marketing Manager, Joseph Arinitwe, to come and make his remarks. You're most welcome, Joseph. I can't hear you, really. What? That wasn't a clap enough, so another round of applause.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You're all welcome. Our chief guest who is about to arrive, our chairman, our dear chairman, our CEO, members of the board, invited guests, all our customers, the general roofing staff, ladies and gentlemen. I take this opportunity to welcome you all to Roofings Rolling Mills, the home of quality steel and indeed the strength of a nation. Yet again, we are here today to further demonstrate our commitment, our full commitment to the core value that this great company has stood for the last 27 years. These core values are quality, customer focus, integrity, innovation, and value for money. What you're about to witness today, or what you're going to witness, or what you're witnessing today, is a product that I can assure you you're not going to find anywhere else except here at Roofings Group. This is the Roofings Tmx 500C rebar, the only one of a kind in Uganda right now. Our country is already in the era of high-raised buildings, heavy infrastructure like bridges, dams, and other big private projects where compromise on quality is really not an option anymore. Roofings Tmx bars have been produced with key properties that ensure that your projects are not at any risk at all. Of course, by this I mean you have already witnessed many examples where we have had tragedies. I think that you will hear that, more of that today from everyone. And this is where our focus is. Our rebars, as you will see, as it will be well demonstrated to you by our technical staff, they have high corrosion resistance, they have better elongation, they have better weldability, they have better tensility, they have better flexibility, better ribs, and earthquake resistant. We appeal to the market here this morning and all Ugandans involved in any construction, any form of construction, big or small project, to always use products that have been tested, that have been tried, and that have been proven to be of the best quality, because we believe that at the end of it all, you will be assured of the value for your money. I will not say much. My superiors will say much more, but I would like to thank you. Thank you for honoring our invitation, and I hope you have a good time while you are with us today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that small introduction on the product that is joining us in this market. And for those who are probably listening in, key in his conversation is his emphasis on quality, a key fundamental component of the products from Roofings, and the value for money for every product you get from Roofings. You will not stop hearing that, because we'll continue saying that through this morning and early afternoon. But I wanted to request one of the product users, somebody who will tell us with his own experience about the Roofings products, but also how excited they are as a group to be receiving this brand new product on the market. So ladies and gentlemen, I invite Mr. Abbas Mutiaba, who's the chairman CHADA and a product user, to come and make his remarks. And round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Abbas, feel free. People may want to look at you, so if you want, you can remove the mask. I will have left, so you're very safe.
Chairman, Roofings Group, management team of Roofings Group, and the entire staff, invited guests, I salute you all. As I've been introduced, I'm Mutiaba Abbas, working with the Mukalu Enterprises and Buildmax Hardware, but at the same time, I'm the chairman of CHADA. CHADA is the Construction Hardware Dealers Association, an umbrella body for all dealers in construction material in the country. Today, this morning, Mr. Chairman, we are overwhelmed by this new introduction. But again, we are not surprised, because always Roofings, you cannot talk about quality in this industry without talking about Roofings. We have moved a long way. We started with twisted bars. If those who have been in this market, if you can recall, Roofings was one of the architects who came up and said that, no, let us do away with the twisted bars. They said, what are we going to do? We resisted, that this is what we know, that's what we have been using. We didn't know that where they were taking us was a better world than where we were. So we went to the ribbed bars, said, wow, this is wonderful. Attributes were given. Then after some time, we moved to TMT. And we are moving there, feeling comfortable. Now what has come? Tmx. That is a new brand. That is a new product. We thank you, Roofing, for your innovation, creativity, and modern management, which has enabled you to introduce to us such new products in the market. We feel proud when we have a variety. We have always said that when you give us a variety, you give us a choice. So our customers have a variety from which to choose from. And when we know that we are giving our customers value for money, really, you don't know how you feel when you are serving a customer and you are confident that you won't get any backlash out of that product. So for that, members, join me to thank Roofings Group for that. As hardware dealers, we are always sort of words to thank Roofings, because you have not only given us variety, quality products, but also you have supported us. You have supported us through extension of credit facilities to the dealers, and which have enabled most of our members to serve the market. We don't take that for granted. We really appreciate that. And today, we are faced with the COVID challenge. COVID has come up, and it has affected us big time. But what do we have to tell our dealers? We know it has affected us in terms of market. It has affected us in terms of payment schedules with the people we are supplying, the construction field. You find that people are not paying as much as they would be. But what are we calling upon our fellow dealers? You know, you cannot prove yourself to be a good pattern unless when a big challenge comes up. So this is the time when we have to stand up and be counted among people who will support each other during this pandemic or during this challenge. We call upon our fellow dealers that we respect our terms. We follow up to support the people who have been supporting us. And at the same time, Mr. Chairman, we also call upon Roofings and others who are supplying materials to our dealers to be a little bit patient during this time, because it is very, very challenging. So we are fighting, we are at war with the pandemic, and we hope to survive and continue. I will not have a lot of words to say, but mine is to add on the voice of thanking Roofings for the innovation, and also to pledge that we pledge our support to continue supporting Roofings Group. And whenever you come up with such an innovation, trust me, we'll be behind you. They have introduced UNBS. We have been working with as an association with UNBS, Uganda Manufacturers, and Roofings, to see that we move from one level to another. When we travel and you see those high-raised buildings, you wonder, we come back with a lot of thirsty, that when are we going to have such in Uganda? But when we have the materials, I think that we are already en route to have our country also reach to such levels. We thank you very much.
For Mr. Abbas. Thank you very much, Abbas. Earlier, I eavesdropped on his conversation. And so I'm not surprised when he said, when you travel and see these fantastic buildings on where he was very recently, you begin to want to have those buildings in your own country. I must say that TMX is going to be part of the inner strength of those buildings. So this is the beginning of those structures that will be coming up on our streets and in our cities around the country. Please don't also tire to hear us talk about the qualities of the TMX 500. Its weldability, its durability, its thermostability, ductility, and tensile strength. That is something you'll hear in every presentation, or you'll hear from everyone as they speak about the TMX 500C rebar. But I thought before we give you more information, we run a couple of videos. We'll have a video now to introduce the service I talked about, the cut and bend. And also later, I'll have the crane performers entertain us as I allow for you to take a cup of tea or coffee, pick one of our finger bites, and prepare for our next session. All right? So I'll now invite the team to run one of our videos and then crane performers.
Was counseling, senior production manager at Roofings Tmx. Cut and bend is the new technology is coming. Why it has been developed is because world over, the population is increasing, but the size of land is the same. So the only available option in the same population and the same land that is available is to build going vertical. So now instead of going horizontal building, you can go to do vertical building. And with vertical building, certain unique skill. Now, why we're using cut and bend technology is the customer will come and get already bent shapes as per the designer or as per his structural engineer's design. So that is the position to build or do his project in a timely manner and as quickly as possible. The cut and bend applies to rebars because we are looking at bending for steel reinforcement, so we mainly use rebars. According to British standard 8/6/2005, we have got a total of 99 shapes. Those are standard shapes as per the designers. So among those shapes we have round shapes, we have triangular, we have rectangular, we have square shapes. Then we have J for footers, then we have kind of Z for staircases. So it's all up to the designer and what the structural engineers recommend. So a total of 99 by bending shapes for cutting. Generally, you find the bars which are used are ranging between 80mm to 45. So our capacity can go from 8mm diameter to 45 mm. The biggest advantage is one, there is zero waste on site because we are taking your bars which are already there to shape. So all you do is just put in place and continue. Number two, you have timely delivery of your product because you don't have to wait for the manual bending or manual benders to do the work which at times takes over a month. Come with safer environment for both the owner and the workers. You find with the material which is already there, you just need it some work also. One, you will get accurate material as per the shape. If you need a 90 millimeter, you will definitely get a 90. So there is accuracy in what you do. We encourage our customers, they can reach out from our outlets, but the equipment is here at Goa. During the COVID times, please stay safe, observe the safety.
Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for crane performers. Thank you very much. And if that wasn't exciting, because when we asked amongst ourselves how best do we illustrate how many shapes we can bend the TMX 500, we only thought we could do it through yoga here and the dances. So we can actually bend the TMX into any of these shapes that you saw that were being performed here. Over 70 plus shapes. And so we are now saying there is no need for you to have a steel bender on site. No need. No need at all. Then the bending schedule. I'm learning the language, Chairman. I'm learning the language. And everything will be done here with the new cut and bend machine that is here for the TMX 500C rebar. So I want to, in a very specific way, request you to tell your friend, to tell a friend that they don't have to still have a steel bender on site, okay? That said, I want to invite the Executive Director, Nashila, to come and make her presentation. And feel free to show us your beautiful smile, Nashila. All right.
One, two, test. It gives us a great joy to see you all here. Our guest of honor, who's shortly arriving, our business partners, management and staff, and the media. We are so pleased you all made the decision to be with us today. Muebalenyo. Together with you, we have been strengthening this beautiful nation, each of us in our own unique way. For us at Roofings, we chose to strengthen this nation with top quality construction material, from foundation to the roof. Construction material that can stand the test of time. It's with great honor to this regard that we introduce to you our newest quality product addition, our revolutionary rebar, our TMX 500C. The strongest winds can break it. Fire and earthquakes can't destroy it. Water can't corrode it. Because we believe that true strength comes from within. Within a rebar, within a building, within a nation, and within ourselves. Our True Strength Comes From Within campaign will be accompanied by a series of other stakeholder engagements, including events such as TMX soirees, TMX workshops, roadshows, and other marketing activities. We will also officially activate our Above the Line campaign engagements on TV, radio, print, and out of home within the next 6 months. From within us, the team here, it has been a build-up of combined efforts and strength to deliver not just a product, but the Roofings Tmx 500C as an iconic brand that will set the benchmark on rebars in the industry. It is in this manifestation of true strength from within us that we hope you will take home as you procure the product that is designed to be the pillar of your construction. Welcome to the new era of construction. Thank you.
Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Nashila. Thank you very much, Nashila. I hope you see how precise presentations are meant to be, very beautiful and to the point. And that's what we were meant to do today, just to keep you here for a very short time. This is almost a triple unveiling for Roofings. And I won't take the shine away from those meant to do the unveiling, so I will let them do that. But other than just unveiling the TMX 500C rebar, we will all have an opportunity to see the fantastic plant with the plant tour. So all of us will get to see the plant that gives us this fantastic bar. And then there will be another unveiling, another great addition to the Roofings group. But that said, you know, so 25 years down the road, now we're talking 27 years. Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. 27 years of producing great steel and quality products in Uganda. I also want, in a very special way, to recognize a couple of things. One, and we need to celebrate this, because this has now become not just an East African brand, but it's become a totally African brand. Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And I could say much, you know, and continue on and on, but I need to invite our next speaker. So allow me to invite the CEO to come and make remarks. You notice I'm staying away, so I don't have to give you my COVID, right? Okay. The CEO, Mr. Sif, to come and make his remarks. You're most welcome. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to speak few words. Our guest of honor is still, we are waiting for him, but I take a great pleasure to accept that you all have welcomed and come here to our launch of TMX. My basic role would be to take you through what is TMX, why we call it as inner strength, give more insight of what we do here, what is the process, and why we call it more tough and strong. As the word indicates, TMX is something to do with thermex. Thermex means exchange of temperature. Now, this process, why we call internal strength, is something to do from within to outside. So in other words, if you take it in the layman's language, it is if you cut a rebar, a round rebar, into a section, then you see a round piece. Now, there are two different terminology for this. One, we call it the outer surface, like a human body has got a muscles. Whereas the strength comes from within, which is resilience, with its education, skill, and everything. So in this case of steel, what we have outside is called martensite, which is a technical term for the structure, which is a periphery of the core. When you go to the inner core, it's called perlite. Perlite, it is the central zone of a round section or the structure. Now what does it do? When we have a steel which is a molten state, we quench it on the outside. When you quench it, the heat remains inside and slowly it comes to the surface. So what is done is a tempering. This tempering is a process whereby anything which requires sharpness, which requires toughness, this plays an important role to it. So what you have is a tough surface, which is called tensile strength or the yield strength, whereby it withstands all the load structurally as the engineers decide, whereas the inner thing gives a flexibility, which is elongation. Here, the elongation can be as high as 25% of the steel, which means when you stretch it up, it can take a considerable length before it breaks. It complements with ductility. Ductility is a process where you make the steel draw. So it's a combination of flexibility, strength, and ductility. In other words, without adding any alloys, with this mechanical thermo process, which is electronically controlled, you can get a best of the rebar without adding cost to it. So it is cost effective. It can take some energy if there is an earthquake, if God forbids, right? And it is long lasting. So it is a product which is patented, which is licensed from Germany. So this is we have an excellent process control as far as machineries is concerned. And we don't rely much on the human, we eliminate the human errors in this. So thanks for listening to me. And seeing is believing. So I welcome you to the plant to take you around, to see the process, appreciate it, and tell your friends and other customers. Thank you very much.
My name is Martin Mujesia. I am the Assistant Production Manager in terms of production of the TMX rebars. TMX is a new generation rebar which is employing the latest technology called Tmx technology. We installed the technology last year, and so far our rebars all are TMX. So this rebar, it has superior qualities than the TMT bar. So TMX is more superior in that it has a higher elongation, it has a higher weldability, it is heat and fire resistance, it is corrosion resistance, and it is earthquake resistance. Now being a new generation rebar, all structures that require reinforcement can be used, TMX can be utilized. For bridges, construction, commercial buildings, roads, any other structure which requires reinforcement, TMX is applicable. TMX 500C, we have our own factory here at RRM. We have Roofings Limited Lugo. We have our outlets in Arua, industrial area, Barara, Gudu, and Banda. Not forgetting Jinja. TMX exceeds the expectations of British Standard 444, 9 of 2005, and currently we are using Uganda Standard, East Africa Standard 412, Part 2 for ribbed bars. And TMX is surpassing all the expectations of those standards. Yeah, roofing wishes people to be safe, maintain the SOPs, and regularly sanitize and wash their hands.
Roofings Group.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's just part of the few videos we have for you today. We have more. We have a great unveiling video that we'll be playing later today when our chief guest arrives. As I mentioned, we also have the plant tour. But as I talked about quality, I needed to mention that the only mark of quality is if you can actually export your product outside of the borders within which you produce that product. And Roofings has been doing this for over 20 years. They are exporting steel to Tanzania, and Tanzania is one of their biggest markets. And if those of you who know the Tanzanians, they really like high quality products, and it's a market that is keen for quality. We of course are still exporting to Kenya, another high quality market that demands quality products. We talk about South Sudan, that is also importing a lot of steel products from Roofings Uganda. And we could go on and on. The list is endless, the products that are being exported across. What we've also done to show you what the cut and bend machine can do is there's a couple of samples the team will be moving around, and we'll ask the ushers just to show you and bring them around. So you see the different shapes, and they've just brought about 6 different shapes that have been bent by the machine. You will look at that and see what the machines can actually do as you enjoy your coffee. We're also trying to make this a bit of an open session where I could easily come to you and ask a question or two about the quality of Roofing's products, your experience with this product, and also welcome you again to the different bites that we have. We have a lot of finger bites that are going around. If you want to pick a coffee or a juice, please do that. As I let the team play us some music and open up for this session, we are told the chief guest should be here very, very shortly. But that doesn't stop us from engaging and networking. We have a lot of dealers here. If you're one of those who's interested, that conversation can happen here. We have a lot of the senior management team and the staff of Roofings that are here. In case you have a question, you could approach them. They're dressed in Roofings gear. Some fully dressed with the helmets because they'll be going back to the plant. So it's easy to identify them because they're here with us, all right? So please network as much as you can, and let's talk to each other. Let's ask about the many products Roofings has as we continue to play for you some of the highlights on the screen. Thank you very much. ladies and gentlemen, I've been asked to request you to join the team for the plant tour, if you can, and then we'll return after the plant tour. So those of you who are probably not in high heels, please make your way, join the team. They've now just turned the corner. Let's do the plant tour and we'll all return with the Honorable Minister, our chief guest. Thank you very much. And those in high heels, if you really wish, we can actually give you our safety shoes. There is an alternative pair of shoes for you, just in case you would want to. And that is also available. So the factory tour will take place now. You will follow the team. You will have to be properly dressed for that. So there will be a team that is giving you the necessary gear. And then we'll follow the route that is being provided. We have a lead team. I can see the CEO will be leading us in the second tier. So the CEO, please do wait for our guests. They're coming. And as soon as we are all ready and we are all geared up, we should be able to see the plant. Another part of this exciting launch, for us to be able to see this plant, the state-of-the-art plant for the TMX 500C. podium. Crane performers. Thank you very much, crane performers. Thank you, crane performers. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, crane performers. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the crane performers. I know some of you are busy with your coffee and tea and some juice, but I thought I would bring us back to order and request that those of you who are seated to take your seats as we wait for some of our invited guests to return. But in a very special way, allow me to recognize the presence of our chief guest, the Honorable State Minister for Industry, the Honorable David Bahati. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Minister, we thank you so much for making it here amidst your very, very busy schedule, and we know what it took for you to come. So we want to thank you, sir. Our chairman, the CEO who is about to get here, and I will wait for him for us to be able to start. Our invited guests, our chief guest, yes, the CEO is now here. Now I can comfortably talk, Arif. All right, so the CEO, the members of the executive team, the invited guests, our chief guest, these include corporate and our dealer clients. We also have members of the different government agencies here. I did see representation from the Ministry itself of Trade and Industry. We have representation from the National Bureau of Standards, the Uganda Manufacturers Association, and of course our different other partners, including members of the press. Because this was an unveiling would not be possible if you don't have members of the press. We are streaming this live on several platforms, and we want to welcome you, those of you who are watching us online. So this, our chief guest, is a very special day, the launch and unveiling of the TMX 500C rebar, which the industry was asking for, and the high quality standards that roofing stands for have now delivered to the clients, to the builders, the contractors, the engineers, a product that the market has actually been asking for. But this has actually been a 27-year journey of Roofings Group with an initial investment, Honorable Minister, of $2 million that is now worth over $350 million. And that is a testament of the journey. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Our chief guest, Roofings Group, has a regional presence in the entire East Africa, with the products found across the entire region in Kenya, Tanzania, South Sudan, and across some of the other countries that are closer to us, including the DRC. This Roofings Group is projected to have continental presence for the brand, with an emphasis on ethical business as a brand, and they're very keen on quality standards, technology, employment of our Ugandans, and contribution to the national economy. That said, I don't know if many of you know, first of all, Roofings Group is #1 among the taxpayers in the steel producing taxpayers, and also is in the top 10. In fact, it's #8 among the top taxpayers in the country. So, Honorable Minister, that's the group we are talking about. When we talk about corporate social investment, ladies and gentlemen, with the Forever Forestry project that is very intimate with the chair and the team, there is a projected planting of 250,000 trees in 2 years, and that they are committed to do in the next 2 years. Under education, our chief guest, the Roofings Group did adopt St. Peter's School here in Namamve, and they are now supporting that school. Under Forever Health, amidst this COVID-19, our chief guest, we are aware of the challenges we had with oxygen. The group was providing free oxygen. They've been consistently supporting the Sickle Cell Foundation and, of course, through several other blood donation drives. As you are being taken around the plant, and I'm sure the plant managers did let you know, or if they didn't, the systems here, the Forever systems, are to ensure that there is no pollution of air. And if you look at the different systems that are used in the plant, they're very careful in the air that is actually released by the industry, and they are making sure that you will not notice any pollution around the factory or the plant. And that is because of the systems they've put in place to safeguard our environment. So that is who Roofings Group is. But I didn't want to say much more because the chairman was looking at me and saying I'm getting his speech done. So, Chair, allow me to invite you, our chairman and founder, Skanda Lalani, to come and make his remarks. And then I'll invite you, Chair, to invite the Honorable Minister to make his remarks. You're most welcome. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Our guest of honor, Honorable David Bahati, government officials, captains of businesses, business membership organizations, our customers, suppliers, media, board of directors, management and staff of Roofings Group. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all. Thank you everyone for sparing your precious time to be with us today as we launch our products, the Roofings Tmx 500C, commonly known as Iron Bar or Mutaimbwa. And all this with the new added cut and bend services which we provide. This is the most modern services. We can provide any cut and bend services required for any project around the country. In line with our national development plans and Vision 2040, we have been working tirelessly for the last 27 years to increase the value addition in Uganda in order to replace imports, increase exports, and create jobs. It's against this background that today we commission this plant that produces the highest quality rebars in East and Central Africa, benchmarked with international standards and well aligned to the national standards. Our aim is to continuous investment, to continuous invest more and more in country to be prepared for the African continental free trade. We thank the government for all the support and continuous creation of a level playing field for fair trade. We also thank the government for emphasis on BUBU. BUBU is Buy Uganda, Build Uganda, as this is the best way to encourage Ugandans in innovative solutions in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. As we are expanding our capacities, we have enhanced our team, and I take this opportunity to introduce Mr. Sheikh Arif as our group CEO. This has come because of his commitment and dedication services in growing roofings for the last 26 years. Please, Mr. Arif, congratulations. I would like to thank the entire staff of Roofings Group for the unity and the continuous commitment towards the Roofing Group and towards the country. I would like to conclude my speech by thanking everyone. We are because of you. Let's continue to strengthen our nation together. Finally, I would like to take this honor to invite the guest of honor, Honorable David Bahati, the State Minister for Trade, for his remarks and after unveil the roofing 500C TMX. Thank you very much, everyone.
The chairman of Roofings Limited, the CEO, and all invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear me? It appears to have. Chairman, can you hear me? Okay. I must say that, Mr. Chairman, I received this invitation from Stuart. I think it was midnight last night. And I knew that he had a trick. Stuart never wanted me to come. And I'm sorry, I've disappointed you. I am here. Thank you. So, really 2 points. First is to thank you, Mr. Chairman. What's happened there? Okay, thank you. Yeah. For the contribution you have made to the growth of our economy. This product and the investment that we have made is part of the strategy that the NRM government has been talking about: import substitution and export promotion. As we speak now, the imports of steel in the country stand at 300 million US dollars. 300 million US dollars. Imagine that. All that's the money that we are paying to buy steel products, and we are donating this forex and giving jobs to other countries. So your contribution in the steel industry for the last 27 years is very much appreciated by this government. The jobs that we are providing, the businesses
that we are providing for other enterprises that are dealing in steel is truly appreciated. We also want to thank you as a family of Lalan for the journey that we have traveled for the last 27 years. Having started as a small plant in Ichigali, then in Rubowa, and now here, a multi-billion company, we think that this family must be appreciated. And I think, members, if you... We have also been experiencing a problem of quality. I want to confirm to you that through UNBS who are here, we have not found any problems of quality with Uganda Roofings. The products we are producing are of quality, and we want you to continue doing that. The third point of appreciation is appreciation of innovation. 7 years ago when I was here, you are having a new product. When I came with the Vice President, by the way, thank you very much for hosting us when the Vice President of Liberia was here, we had another product. Today, now you are launching another product. This spirit of innovation is actually what will grow the industry of roofings, of steel. So we want to invite you, Mr. Lalan, that don't stop here. We have iron ore, deposits of iron ore in Kavale, in Tororo. Would want you, instead of importing the ballets from Japan, we want these ones to be made from here. So we are inviting you, as we have invited you several times. It's very ironical that we can be spending $300 million of steel when actually we have deposits of close to 1-point-something billion that we can utilize to make the steel products that we have. So I really came to launch this new product. I'm very happy that you invited us. We support you. We have been having issues to do with, and it's our policy, when something is made here and is sufficient to support the market, we put taxes so that we can reduce on the imports of the same product. That's what we are doing to support import substitution. But for today, I came for the launch. And I came to thank you and to encourage you for the spirit of innovation, enterprising, and also for supporting the Ugandan economy for the last 27 years. And also to congratulate the new CEO. We hope that you will do wonders to continue growing this company. So thank you very much for inviting me. Aluta continua.
Thank you very much. Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for our chief guest. We just have one more ceremony, and I request the chair and the CEO and the directors to come and witness the unveiling of this grand new product, a product of excellence. As the chairman said, famously known in the market as Mutaimbwa. This is the finest of them all. A unique product in the market that Roofings Group is excited to unveil in the market. Our chief guest also in line in the products will be the different bends that the new cut and bend machine can actually produce. I'm told I need to request our Deputy ED UNBS to come and witness this quality. So come and witness quality from here. Please come. Thank you very much. You're a very good man. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, our chief guest. There you go. Unveiling the TMX 500C rebar. And also what is there are the different bends that the new rebar cut and bend machine can actually produce. And I said there are over 70 different angles and products that can be shaped by the new bend and cut machine. Honorable Minister, do you want to say something as you unveil? You want to officially launch? I will sanitize this microphone. Okay.
Yeah, so it is my honor to launch Roofings Tmx 500C rebar cut and bend.
Introducing the all-new Roofings Tmx 500C rebars with cut and bend services. Roofings, strength of a nation. Introducing the all-new Roofings Tmx 500C rebars with cut and bend services. Roofings, strength of a nation.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause to the unveiling of the TMX 500C rebar. A great product, a brand new product from Roofings Group. And due to public demand, Barbara will ask that we replay that video. Because we had some people on the stage and we may not have seen the quality of the video and the quality of the product we are talking about. So I'll allow that you play that video once more, and then we'll wrap up the launch and unveiling of this new product.
Introducing the all-new Roofings Tmx 500C rebars with cut and bend services. Roofings, strength of a nation.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you so much for joining us. This doesn't mean you'll go away. We still have a lot of coffee and juice and a lot of finger bites to eat on. And also members of the press are currently doing some interviews with both our chief guest and the chairman. And so please stay with us. We still have a lot to eat. The networking session begins now. And those who had an incomplete tour plant visit or tour of the plant, we are definitely thinking of how to complete that or how to actually make sure you get an experience of the plant. But we want to thank you for making time and joining us this morning and early afternoon for this unveiling of the TMX 500C rebar. So thank you so much. Enjoy your afternoon. And from Roofings Group, thank you for coming.